Hi, Udon. You want to cuddle? Want to cuddle? You want to go the long way around? Come on. Yeah, there you go. Hi, everyone. It's so nice to have a cat that knows what cuddles means, and he loves to cuddle. Are you gonna be in this clip the whole time? Look at his tail. Look how fluffy it is. His tail gets fluffy like this when he's incredibly happy. Welcome to a reading vlog, or honestly just a vlog. I don't know if any actual reading will be had, but I'll try. Today is Thursday, October 3rd. And yeah, I was just in the mood to vlog today, which is very rare because I tend to loosely script all of my videos. I really hate going into any video with no idea what I'm doing and no plan. That scares the hell out of me. And that's basically what vlogs are. I can't believe it's October already. In fact, this month is absolutely packed for Darren and I. Sorry, I'm looking at my wall calendar right now. We have stuff going on Saturday and Sunday. We're going to a Renaissance festival. Darren has a dentist appointment. His band also has 2 shows this month. I also have my neurology appointment. And we have a second vet appointment for our new kitty. So yeah, lots of things happening. Lots of things to update you on, to be honest. Not only am I in the middle of like 3 or 4 books right now, which I'll talk about in a second, but yeah, we're getting a new kitten. If you follow me on Twitter, actually Instagram, where I share a lot more of my daily life, then you will have seen that we are adopting a new kitten. Well, adopting, it is a stray. He's a little black kitten and we are naming him Miso because we have 2 other cats. One of them is Soba and the other one is Udon, and we kind of have to stick to the theme, which is where Miso comes in, and now all the cats have 4 letters in their name, which is kind of adorable. Anyways, Darren and I saved this kitten. He was underneath a vehicle which was next to a very busy road where cats have been hit in the past. So I was very determined to save this kitten, literally to the point where I was crawling underneath a vehicle. So Darren and I were walking across the road and we suddenly hear a kitten cry, and we both just looked at each other like, oh my god, did you just hear a kitten? It kept crying and we found where it was coming from, under one of the vehicles, and it took us about maybe 10 minutes to actually finally grab the kitten because he kept going from like tire to tire, kept going in the middle. Eventually it got to a point where I found a really long board and I shoved it underneath the vehicle so that the kitten had a smaller space to run, and eventually it just moved right up against one of the tires and Darren was in front of it distracting it while I went behind it, and I just snatched it as fast as I could, literally on top of its head, and we brought him inside Darren's parents' house, which is where he currently is now. We did take him to the vet yesterday and found out that he is 9 weeks old, so a lot older than we thought. We actually thought he was only about 6 weeks. Confirmed boy, which we weren't too sure. It's very hard to tell when it comes to kittens that young, but he is too young to get vaccinations, so we do have to go back later in the month to get him his vaccinations, and we can't bring him into our household yet because we want to protect Soba and Udon. I also want to give you guys a little bit of a health update because I actually get a lot of messages on Instagram from you guys asking how I'm doing, and I really appreciate that. It is very hard to answer everyone, and sometimes I just don't know if I should answer. Like, I don't know if I'm sharing too much about the stuff that I'm going through right now, but then I'm like, oh, but maybe it's important to share. I don't know, I go back and forth between maybe I should share, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I should just keep it all to myself, but I do want to talk about it. So like I said, I do have a neurology appointment this month. My next one wasn't until January, but I did have to call because I have had multiple seizure incidents, I guess. I had another full seizure in September, and I've been recently having a decent amount of silent seizures, I think is what they're called. At least that's what Reddit tells me. I don't know. It's been incredibly overwhelming, and I'm almost wondering if like I'm trying to grab happiness wherever I can find it. So like, oh, a new kitten. Yeah, that'll make me happy. So yeah, that's the health update for now. I'm wondering if I'll officially be diagnosed with epilepsy. I'm going to assume so, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, let's change it up to the positive things. Let's talk about what I'm currently reading. I mentioned this in my October book releases video, but I am currently reading This Cursed House, which I'm really enjoying so far. Man, if you guys enjoyed Mexican Gothic by Sylvia Moreno Garcia, which is one of my all-time favorite books, I loved that book so much. I highly recommend this. Now, I'm not saying this book is a copycat of Mexican Gothic. It's just such a perfect book to compare it to. It's very spooky. It has ghosts. It has a creepy mansion in the south. A really weird family that lives in it. I don't know. I'm just loving the vibes and aesthetic to it. I did get it from NetGalley, so I'm kind of missing a physical book to read, as I do prefer physical books. So today I am going to be picking up Sorcery and Small Magics. Now this is a romantasy, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's very heavily romance. Yeah, it's about two rival sorcerers who are bound together. They have to venture into the forest to try and find a counterspell to break the curse so that they can be separated. And obviously, they're gonna fall in love. Anytime a book is heavily focused on romance, there's a very high possibility that I DNF it. But we'll see. I do like how one of the blurbs, which by the way, it's blurbed by Sydney Shields, who was the author of The Honey Witch, which is a book I DNF'd. It says, a queer light academia Ghibli-esque book of my dreams. Now, Ghibli-esque? Light academia? That sounds really cool. Also, look at the bookmark that I'm currently using for it. It is so fall. Like, I love this bookmark. So there is that. I am also currently in the middle of a reread, and that is The Ranger of Marzana. I read this book 2020, I think it came out. Yes, 2020. I remember really enjoying it, but I never went on to the sequel or the finale. It's a trilogy, and I own all 3 books. So I'm currently rereading this one. I am a little less than halfway. That's how much I've read so far. And I'm enjoying it. Now, I do understand why this book has a really incredibly low rating. I feel like everyone really didn't like this book. And I understand why, because it is incredibly slow paced. Like, think of a slow paced book, but then think of a book 10 times slower than that. That's this. But I tend to enjoy slow-paced books, and I'm enjoying this. It definitely reads like just a historical fiction with just a tiny, tiny ounce of magic thrown in. But I do enjoy the characters. I do enjoy the kingdom and the city that it takes place in. Of course, she is my favorite character of the book, and her chapters are honestly the most interesting. And yeah, those are the 3 books that I am currently reading. I've been reading this one for quite a while. It's just one of those rereads that I'll read a chapter every now and then when I'm in the mood for it. Now, I have seen reviews of people reading this one that they read it in one sitting, and I'm like, what? 374 pages. How are you reading this in one sitting? Maybe back in my heyday, I could read like half of this in one sitting, but the entire thing, dude, I'd get distracted way too easily. When you have to pee really freaking bad, but your cat is way too cute and you don't want to bother them, buddy, I really need to pee. Okay, I got him up. I feel terrible now. I'm a terrible cat mom. We're gonna go say hi to Soba first. Hi, Soba. This is her spot. The old gaming chair, a little bed for her in our bedroom. So she actually doesn't sleep with us at night. Unlike Udon, who literally sleeps on my face, Soba is a lot more reserved. She likes her alone time, doesn't like to cuddle too much. She's literally the complete opposite of Udon, but we love her for it. Yeah, hi Soba. Hi. But she will wake me up early in the morning to let me know that it's almost breakfast time. Isn't that right? And that's okay. Since Darren and I are going grocery shopping, I am hungry and I'm gonna make myself dinner. We're gonna do a eat whatever you want night. Anyone else do those kinds of nights? My mom would do that sometimes if she didn't feel like cooking and we were like, okay, we'll just find whatever to eat. So I'm making a chicken patty sandwich because that sounds delicious. And I'm gonna cook it up in the microwave because I don't feel like turning on the air fryer. And welcome to the inevitable unboxing portion of this video. I feel like I'm turning into an unboxing channel, which I mean, I'm not hating. A publisher sent me a copy, an art copy I should say, of Under the Same Stars by Libba Bray. That's right, Libba Bray is coming out with a new book. I believe this releases in February, so February of next year. And yeah, it's a new historical fiction that she has written. So any Libba Bray fans out there, be sure to look out for this one. And then we have this black package, and inside was a book that I was shocked by. The House at Watch Hill. Now, I am so pumped for this book, especially since I'm reading This Cursed House, which is, you know, a book about haunted houses. This is another book about a gothic haunted house, and that's just like exactly what I'm in the mood for this Halloween season. So when I saw this in the package, I was so pumped, and I'm definitely going to be reading this one next. And then we have this brown package here. And inside was a ARC copy of The Black Hunger. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is out, or it comes out this month, but I think it is out now. But it's a really cool looking ARC. On the back it says "Terror is a Journey." I don't really know too much about this one. It's from Red Hook. And then we have this package here, which ended up being a hardcover copy of Vilest Things, which is Chloe Gong's sequel to her first book. I forget what it's called. Saga Press sent this one. I don't know why I'm struggling to remember the series. I have not read the first book, but I really want to, so now I can binge read both books 1 and 2. And in this package, it was another book from Saga Press, and it is a beautiful finished hardcover copy of The Reformatory. This is another one that I have heard such amazing things about, but I don't really know too much about it myself. But man, so many reviewers have raved about this book, so when I saw that it was in one of these packages, it was another one that I was just super hyped about. And then finally, the last package, we have a beautiful ARC of The Serpent and the Wolf. This book releases in November. It's by Rebecca Robinson, and look at that cover. That is such a cool cover. Just a sword or a dagger with a snake wrapped around it. And that right there is the haul for this little stack of book mail. Not too bad. I am really excited about quite a few of these. Hello everyone. So it's actually been almost a week since I filmed anything. I know I'm a terrible vlogger. You don't have to tell me twice. But I am going to end this vlog here with some good news. Look who I have. You literally can't see him, but we brought him home. He's nice and healthy. Aren't you a happy kitty? He really does not want to be held right now, but trust me, he is a little angel baby. But yes, we decided to bring Miso home, and he's having a blast. My other two cats, Udon and Soba, not having the best of time. Miso has been here for, I think this is his 3rd day. And I will say there is already a huge difference between how the other cats are acting. Udon is already playing with him. Soba, she's definitely way more curious today than she was before. She got the zoomies this morning, which was freaking adorable. She's not just hiding upstairs like she was the first day. I felt so terrible, but they're gonna be best friends with me, so any day now. I'll insert some clips of when we first brought Miso home. We did the door trick where as soon as we brought him into the apartment, we brought him into the bathroom so that the cats could just smell him from underneath the door. And that seemed to work really well. We did that with Udon when we brought him in with Soba. Miso. Miso! What are you doing? Wanna get my hand? The claw. The claw's gonna get you. Come here. He did sleep with us last night for the first time, and he snuggled with Udon, which was freaking adorable. Udon is a snuggler. He snuggles with me all night. Udon's definitely a mama's boy, and I think Miso's going to be as well. Aren't you? Yeah. You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. But yeah, my hand is literally covered in bite marks. You beat me up. It's rude as hell. It's rude. I'm sure everyone wants to see you. Everyone wants all the kitten footage. And you're getting it. I know I shouldn't do this. It's a really bad habit to use your hand to play with kittens because it makes them think, oh, your hand, you know, it's something to bite. That's why you use wand toys or other toys as well, but definitely wand toys to get them out of the habit of destroying you. For now, he can play with the claw. That's okay. I give you permission. It's my fault. But yeah, I thought I would wrap up this video, give you guys a little bit of a reading update. I did end up finishing This Cursed House, and I really enjoyed it. Oh my goodness, if you are looking for a perfect October read about a creepy gothic mansion, it's set in the 1960s. It takes place in New Orleans about a creepy, mysterious family that is weird AF. I highly recommend This Cursed House. I think I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 stars. I also finished my reread of The Arranger of Marzana. I don't have my copy with me right now and I'm too lazy to go get it. But I finished it and I think I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 stars as well. I think that's the same rating that I gave it in 2020. Anyways, me and Kitty are gonna go. He's gonna pounce Udon, who is currently drinking water. You playing dead? Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Oh my gosh, the cat just jumped in between my legs and went underneath the staircase. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you are not. I love to have you here. And until we meet again, happy reading.